Hey, welcome to this Follow That Moose guide. Today we're going to talk about glamping in Utah. Glamping in Utah is a fantastic way to experience its stunning state and national parks. For me, the appeal of glamping is that connection you feel to nature. Not to mention that life-affirming feeling you get from sipping your morning coffee on your private deck. So if you're looking for an adventure as well as a vacation, then glamping in Utah could be that perfect combo. It's also an opportunity to get back to a time when life was simpler, but with some home comforts thrown in too. Hey, if you like the idea of waking up to stunning views in comfortable surroundings, you're going to have no shortage of options in Utah. Arches, Canyonlands, Bryce Canyon, Capitol Reef and Zion National Parks all have glamping close by. Lake Powell, Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument and the neighbouring Grand Canyon are also covered. Safari-style tents, the type that originated in Africa, are the most commonly associated with glamping, but the options in Utah also extend to classic airstreams, teepees, Conestoga wagons, yurts and cabins. In fact, at Zion alone, you can wake up to Utah's iconic red rock landscape in a classic airstream or a safari-inspired tent with all the home comforts and the finishing touches of a boutique hotel. And glamping isn't just about fire pits and s'mores. King-size beds, luxury linens, coffee makers, private bathrooms with showers and flushing toilets are all common features at the best glamping sites. And if you're looking for looks as well as glam from your camping experience, Open Sky at Zion even has heated bathroom floors. Now from a practical point of view, most glamping sites come fully equipped with everything you need. So you can put away that camping checklist and just hit the open road. Now that's great if you're looking for a quick getaway, but it is also a massive advantage for international travellers. It is worth mentioning that glamping sites are seasonal and close during the colder months, so check before making any travel plans. A couple of the noteworthy glamping operators in Western USA are Under Canvas and AutoCamp. Under Canvas are leading the way in traditional safari-inspired tent glamping. And at the time of recording this field guide, Under Canvas have multiple glamping sites in Utah, including Zion National Park, Bryce Canyon National Park, Lake Powell and Moab, which serves both Arches and Canyonlands National Parks. Now, hot on the heels of Under Canvas, with modern Airstream suites and luxury tents are AutoCamp. And again, at the time of recording, AutoCamp's Western USA portfolio includes sites at Zion National Park, Yosemite National Park, Russian River, Joshua Tree and Sequoia National Parks. I'd just like to take a quick break to remind you that everything you'll hear mentioned in this field guide can be found in the field notes that accompany the episode. Just go to followthatmoose.com and look for field guides. And remember, next time you're planning an adventure-filled trip to Western USA, Canada or Scandinavia, check out followthatmoose.com for inspiration, recommendations and other guides just like this one. Now let's pick up where we left off. So with so many glamping options, Utah is prime territory for a glamping Utah road trip. If you're feeling adventurous, Utah's Mighty 5 is a glamping road trip just waiting to be done. And if you're unfamiliar with the term, Utah's Mighty 5 is a collection of 5 national parks, all within Utah. They are Arches, Canyonlands, Capitol Reef, Zion and Bryce Canyon. Under Canvas alone have 4 of these parks covered, and a night or two glamping in Capitol Reef Resort's teepees and Conestoga wagons completes the set. Now, if you're short on time, glamping at Arches National Park and glamping at Canyonlands National Park is a good place to start. Arches and Canyonlands National Parks can both be explored from Under Canvas Moab. Canyonlands Field Airport is just 10 minutes drive from the site, or Salt Lake City Airport is about 3.5 hours drive. Now, I'd allow at least 2 full days to see the main highlights of both parks, but more time if you plan to hike some of the trails. And outside of the park, there's also plenty to do. Nearby Moab has long been a favourite place for adventure enthusiasts like mountain bikers and climbers. For a slightly longer multi-site road trip, you can combine a stay at Under Canvas Moab with glamping at Bryce Canyon. Under Canvas has a site at Bryce Canyon, and driving time between the two is about 4 hours, so you'll still have time for a morning hike or bike ride before hitting the road. You can see all the major highlights of Bryce Canyon in just one day, but if you plan to do some of the longer hikes or explore Dixie National Forest, it's nice to have an extra day or two. Now, if you've made it all the way to Bryce Canyon, it would be a shame not to go glamping in Zion National Park too. Driving time is about 2 hours, and you'll have a choice of safari-style tent glamping at Under Canvas Zion or an Airstream suite at Auto Camp Zion. And if you really want to splurge, you can add Open Sky Zion to the list as well. Combining just Bryce Canyon and Zion is also a good combo for a shorter twin center glamping road trip. Las Vegas is only about a 2.5 hour drive from Zion, making it easily accessible for domestic and international travelers. For a longer glamping road trip, glamping at the Grand Canyon, Lake Powell, Moab, Bryce Canyon and Zion can all be covered with manageable driving times on a single itinerary. I'd allow at least 2 weeks for this trip, which makes it more suitable for international travellers who want to see as much as possible in a single visit. And remember, for any multi-park trip, it is worth getting an annual National Parks Pass. You can pre-purchase your National Parks Pass online and save time at the entry booths, or you can purchase passes at the Park Visitor Centre on arrival. Well, that's all from me. I hope you found this guide useful. If you enjoyed the guide, remember to subscribe. Subscribing is free, it just means you'll be the first to find out when new guides are released. But for now, keep following that moose.